The NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Sean Lee in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Now he'll escape to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. And I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears. Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams set a heavy pace, they can go out and they can score with them and stay right there. They have enough defense that if Chicago makes it a low-scoring defensive affair, they got enough defense to win that way. So my answer in short order is they stack up with anyone. In a lot of ways, I think everyone has to figure out they stack up with New Orleans. Because at the end of the day, Drew Brees is calling plays for the New Orleans Saints and throwing the football downfield. He could be the difference in any big game.
And maybe they have a little extra motivation with the way their season ended last year against Minnesota.
Brees now on first down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 47 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Here we go now with Smith. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And Watson has it, right side. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Breeze going to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this one is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
Get out. Here we go, go to 54, line. 26.
Now Elliott. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go, 46. Get out. Let's go, let's finish now. 26.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there, taking it in. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking for Austin, intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A second down throw for Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Breeze now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carr. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again. Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And now running right through it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Prescott on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. A dump off to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Breeze now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, then the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. First down, Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Good. Here we go. 46.
Second down, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football. but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? And the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ready. We're waiting. Kill.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready. We're waiting.
Now Breeze got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready. We're waiting.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Breeze to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ready. We're waiting. What's that?
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And that's Elliott, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15 and a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing here, Prescott. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Smith, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Number 46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Gun. There we go.
Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Elliott. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Prescott to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. And now we've got a stoppage here. The noise is deafening. And they'll say what? A timeout. Well, you could barely hear the whistles, but the offense does take a timeout here. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion.
Go to 54, go to 54, line. Stand up in. 47 Mike, 47. Here we go, 46. Too little, 46.
Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Easy.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. They indeed kicked the extra point. And we are just at a loss for words. They still trail by 1, and this game's now over. And the absolute weirdest finish I've ever seen. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long. But to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warmed